Hi, Luke here from Helix ML. I'm going to give you a really quick demo of Helix code, which we're about to release as Helix 2.5. So you can come into Helix and there's a new projects space. And inside projects, you can create projects. So we can create an empty project, or we can pick one of these various sample projects that we've got. So I'm going to pick a really simple example to begin with, which is a to-do list app written in React. And what you can see is that here we've got an existing backlog. These are just sort of sample backlog items that you might want in your project. And you can also start an exploratory session. And the exploratory session allows you to play with the app to begin with. So what we see here is that each agent will get its own desktop environment. So it's got its own sandbox, and it's basically got its own computer. And so this computer is running an IDE and a terminal and a browser. So we can see we've got this to-do list app, so now we can actually try it. And so we can say, make sandwiches and mow the grass. And we can hit refresh and see that it uses local storage. To persist it, we can delete something from there. Oh, that's interesting. When I delete something, it comes back. Okay, so that's a bug. Let's see. Oh yeah, that bug is already in the backlog. So there's a bug in the backlog where deleting a to-do item doesn't remove it from the database. I think it's hilarious that the LLM thought it would take 5 hours to fix. Let's start planning that. So that's going to kick off a session that's dedicated to planning how we are going to fix that bug. And so here we can see this planning session is specific to that task. And the first thing it's going to do before it actually tries to fix the bug is it's going to generate a spec. Now, this might seem a bit unnecessary for something as simple as fixing that small bug, but when you've got more complex changes, this is incredibly helpful to keep the agent kind of on the rails. So we'll see in a second, it's going to push the design docs that it's written, and you can see it's automatically moved from planning into spec review. And now if we'd added a new spec task with YOLO mode on, then you wouldn't need human review. But because YOLO mode was turned off, and we're being a bit more cautious in this example, we need a human to come in and have a look at the spec. So human comes in, has a look at the spec. As a user of the to-do app, I want deleted to-do items to remain deleted after page refresh so that my deleted items don't unexpectedly reappear. And then we do acceptance criteria in this specific format. And there's a technical design, which basically says, like, go and add this line, and an implementation plan, which is pretty specific set of tasks to do. And if we want to leave a comment on this, then we can just highlight some text and add a comment. So we might want to say, it might be nice to also include undelete functionality in this change. And then that comment will be addressed by the agent. But for now, let's just approve this design straight away. I'm going to say looks good to me. And then you can see that the system automatically moves that over to in progress. And the fun thing here is that we can kick off several agents in parallel working on different tasks and planning them and implementing them. And so you can think of this as your sort of 30,000-foot dashboard for managing your fleet of coding agents. Because increasingly, as these models get more and more capable and the agents get better and better, we're going to be able to leave them alone for longer. But we want to make sure that we do spec-driven development so that they stay on the rails and that we stay on top of what they're actually doing. So let's see if this thing has finished. If we pull it up here, oh, it's just wrapping up. I'm going to close that window there. Push the branch to the remote. Okay, so now it's declaring victory. I'm going to come in here and we can test it. 1, 2, refresh, delete, refresh. Yay, it works. So the agent fixed the bug. So that's just a quick demo of Helix code. If you're interested in this, then come to helix.ml/code on our website, and at the bottom here, hit the big orange join the private beta button. We would love to work with you, get your hands on this, and get your feedback so you can help craft this exciting product. Thanks for watching.